So you want to know more about Perry Home as a builder. Maybe you want an honest review. And so if that's you, stay tuned because that's exactly what I'm going to go through in this video. I'm going to give you my personal experience as a realtor from my clients and myself, what I've seen, what I've witnessed, both the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we're going to actually also showcase a 60-foot product model out here in Woodland Hills. It's beautiful, showcasing exactly what you're going to see. It's going to be a first-person style tour, so you're going to see exactly what I see walking through the home as if you're walking through it. And so if that describes you and you're interested in finding out more about Perry Homes, you're going to want to stay tuned, and we're going to get into it right now. All right, so Perry is a pretty reputable builder out here in the Houston area, and for good reason. They started here in Houston. So they actually started in 1967 and are now being run by the daughter. So it's a family-owned company. Bob Perry was the original creator, started Perry Homes back in the 60s, and now his daughter Kathy is fully running it. She's the CEO and I think the primary owner of the company at this point. So they have a great presence out here. They actually primarily or exclusively build in master plan communities. So these are going to be really robust communities, usually with multiple builder options and really good amenities and good location or up and coming locations in suburbs and good schools and all that. And so that's where they exclusively build. Now they started in Houston and then they expanded out pretty quickly into the Austin, San Antonio, Dallas cities and Texas. And now you can find them in parts of Florida. So we'll see where they go, but they continue to grow. They seem to be acquiring smaller companies. And as a company as a whole, they focus on tradition of excellence is what they call it. So, innovation, quality, design, customer service, those are going to be some of their core values in terms of this builder in and of itself. And so I see some really cool things happening with them. Again, in all these communities and neighborhoods, they have a really large presence, usually multiple sized options. And so we're going to dig into the nitty gritty of Perry here on what differentiates them from other builders. Now, before we get into Perry as a builder, if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for viewing. If you could do me a huge favor and smash that like button, comment, hit the notification bell and subscribe so that you get notified on all things I post weekly on North Houston. Now, if you don't already know who I am, my name is Mark Archer and I'm a local realtor out here, born and raised out here in the North Houston area, helping people just like you relocate out here to Houston. So if that describes you and you're interested, please click the link below so that we can get connected. Or of course you can give me a call, shoot me a text and send me an email so that we can get connected that way and see if Houston's a good fit. Now, let's jump back into Perry and see what they're about. So Perry Homes as a whole, their business model, they're gonna be a production style builder, like a track build. And so what that means is obviously the quantity of units they sell per year matters. That's part of their business model. And so they are trying to pump out, I think, as many units as possible, given the number of communities that they're in. So they're not like a custom home builder. I haven't seen them like, where you can buy a lot and hire them to build your home. They're really exclusively building in these master plan communities, and they have these set floor plans and different size products ranging from 40-foot all the way to 80-foot wide lot products. And so you're gonna find a variety of them. Sometimes they have multiple 2 to 3 different size, small, medium, large in a lot of the communities they build in. And I do see them have a little bit more of a presence than a lot of their other competing builders, and for a lot of reasons. So some of the things that I noticed different about them, first of all, their look. So they've definitely gone more modern as of late, because that's what's really in right now. As I film this in 2025, coming out of 2024. However, they have a certain timelessness or timeless look, an elegant look about them. And they used to build really traditional homes back when the traditional style was hot. So they're pretty good with keeping up with the times. But what I've noticed that kind of differentiates them one from the other is they still pull a lot of elements and a lot of design from those traditional roots. And again, just kind of mix in these modern looks. And they usually offer, if you were to dirt build or build from the ground up, you can choose more traditional options, of course, more traditional color palettes, and but they also offer a lot of what's in the modern stuff now. And so when they build inventory homes, some of them lean more towards modern, while others still have some of those more traditional elevations and exterior curb appeal. But for the most part, what I see largely is it's a very timeless look, where I feel like even in 10, 15, 20, 30 years, it's still gonna look pretty darn good. And they just have really nice architecture. A lot of their elevations have nice peaks in the roofs and just really nice curb appeal. And so I feel like it's gonna last through decades to come. And I think that's pretty cool and important when buying a home, because a lot of people, in fact, most people are gonna stay in their home for a while before they try to sell it later. So you obviously want it to look really good and still be relevant when you go to sell down the line. Now, some other differentiating factors is they tend, because of their presence and buying power, I tend to see that they usually offer more size products in most of the communities. So maybe one builder might have 1 or 2 sized products. They'll usually have maybe 3 or 4. You know, out here in Woodland Hills alone, they have a 40-foot product, a 60-foot product, and a 75-foot product. And so, and then sometimes, you know, on the right lot, they can mix in a 65-foot or whatever. And so they have so many different floor plans, and they simply name their floor plans the size of their square footage. And so a lot of them are just tweaks that they get either from research, market research, or feedback from their clients and their homeowners that buy with them. They kind of maybe slightly tweak one floor plan over the other, and so they can be very similar, but it offers maybe a couple of different differentiating things in this floor plan. And so it can be kind of easier to remember than, say, a name. It's just the square footage of the home. And even these, like, you know, middle of the road homes can be pretty robust in the upper 2,000, you know, almost 3,000 square feet. They do build 2-story homes, but their 1-story homes is kind of their bread and butter, I've noticed, especially on these 60-foot and larger products. They're kind of these ranch style wide homes with wide hallways, very open concept. They do very tall ceilings, anywhere from 12 to 15-foot minimums, and then these cathedral style ceilings in the living room. Open concept to the kitchen, tons of cabinets, lots of natural light. So this is kind of the stuff I notice. So the other things that differentiates them from other builders is their standards are pretty good. Usually wood look tile is a given, and there's like not just 3 choices, there's like 15 choices if you were to build and go to the design center, and you're not paying extra in terms of that wood look tile throughout the main living areas. Now, if you want them in the bedrooms, that will cost extra, but, you know, again, some of the standards I'm noticing are just better. You know, the quartz and granite finishes that they offer standard, you know, usually doing tankless water heaters, higher ceilings, more windows, things of that nature. So I would classify them in that like luxury category in terms of a production builder. They are usually a little bit more per square foot than some other competitors. However, what you get in terms of standard options are better, and so you may not have to hit that design center up as hard, and you'll get some more eloquent and higher end choices that are more standard or and not too much of an extra cost if you build from the ground up. They leverage their buying power and their relationships with these developers because I know this because they're offering multiple products in every master plan community I see them in with the different size products, but also they tend to have a lot of lots available. They build a lot of inventory homes, and usually the lot premiums can be a lot cheaper than some of their competing builders. And from what I've noticed, builders are really just kind of passing on the cost of the lot when it comes to what they buy it from the developer at. And so I think they're just getting good deals. They're leveraging their buying power. They're having multiple products in one community, and so maybe they're getting discounts on these lots. I don't know. But I notice a lot of times, like for a premium lot where there's a premium price to it, it can be considerably lower than some of their competing builders in the same community offering a very similar lot size, right? Some other things that are cool about them that are, I would say, more on par or standard as other builders is they offer a 1-2-10 warranty. So that's basically a 1-year workmanship, bumper to bumper style warranty, a 2-year mechanical, and a 10-year structural. All their homes are pretty smart in the way of energy efficiency and just smart homes, so you can Wi-Fi connect with an app to things like your thermostat, maybe some of the lights in the home, and the garage door opener and things of that nature. So they're kind of doing a lot of that stock, which a lot of other builders are doing as well, but at least you are getting that with them. Additionally, Perry has really good partnered lenders. So again, I think they're just leveraging their buying power here, but they have some good partner lenders. Now, whether they have any ownership in these lenders, I don't know. A lot of times it's pretty obvious with, say, D.R. Horton or Lennar, when it's just Lennar Bank and D.R. Horton Bank, it's pretty obvious they own it. It's one bank you go to. With them, they have several partner lenders. And so usually I see really aggressive interest rates if they're offering any kind of buy down. They'll go out and bulk buy a loan offer that to you. Usually it's a couple points lower than the average. So for example, I think I saw a 4.99% 30 fixed rate in a community as of late at the time of shooting this video, where rates are at the 6.8 to 7%, maybe a little above 7% right now. And so that's pretty good in today's market, and they're just giving that to you. Additionally, they'll do decent incentives like cash towards closing. They'll do design center cash, just give you a bucket of cash to use at the design center if you decide to build. And then I've seen them do, if you use their partnered lender, they'll give you even more additional incentives, like in the way of interest rates or cash towards closing, as well as price cuts and everything in between. So they're doing pretty good incentives to move their product and outsell some of their competitors. And lastly, what I'll say, and really just kind of throw some recognition their way, is they hire pretty well. So I think they have a pretty good hiring team, recruiting team, so to speak, for their sales counselors that are representing them and their company in these model homes and ultimately selling in their communities. For the most part, I have really good experiences. They're very knowledgeable, they know their products very well, and they tend to stick with Perry for a while. So I've worked with a lot of reps out there that have been with Perry for over a decade. And it's this family-owned company. They seem to have really good culture and treat their employees right, obviously, because they're not going anywhere. And so obviously this industry isn't for everyone. So there is some turnover for people that maybe get hired with Perry. They're new to selling homes and they're not fit for it. But for the ones that are good at it, they tend to stick with Perry and not go anywhere else. And I do see them outselling their competitors, I think, for a handful of these reasons that I listed when it comes to competing against other builders in these master plan communities. All right, so before we wrap this thing up, I wanted to showcase what you get in the way of a Perry home. They've got some really nice model homes out here in these neighborhoods. And so I'm out here in Woodland Hills. It's a 60-foot product, so it's kind of in the middle. They kind of start in the lower 500s and can go all the way up into the mid 6s if you go crazy on the upgrades. Now this home as it stands is about 630. It's probably got, I don't know, 70, 80 grand worth of upgrades in it. It's a 2944. So like I said, the square footage is the name of the floor plan. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. And so it's a little over 2,900 square feet. So let's take a look at that from the first person view for this tour. We'll jump into that right now. All right, so now we're over here at the Perry model. Now there's 9 different builders, but I chose 3 models I wanted to show you kind of in the lower price point, middle price point, and upper. And so I chose them very strategically, and Perry is one of the nicest builders out here. So we are at their 60-foot. They also sell 40s, and they also have a 75-foot monster product. But we're at their 60-foot product. These are gonna start in the low 5s, go up into the mid 6s. This one here is the 2944. So they simply label and name their models the size or square footage of the home, which is pretty simple. It's a 4, 3.5, and all in, you can get this one around 630 as you see it with all the upgrades. So let's check it out. All right, so we're outside, and one of the things I love about Perry is the traditional look mixed with the modern elegance. It's really timeless, but you see the brickwork right up there with the cool little lattice 3D. Kind of looks like it's embossed. But the stone and brickwork is pretty. Now, of course, this is where the garage would eventually go. That's where their office is right now. But I just love the painted white brick with the stone. And again, this is that 60-foot product, so let's go check it out. All right, so I just stepped inside right here. And so immediately to your left, you're gonna notice a really nice office. I mean, check out these ceilings, probably 14-foot ceilings. And one of the cool things about Perry is they're gonna have this wood look tile as a standard option. And so to my left here is where the garages would be. So this is kind of where you come in through the hallway here, and then directly to my right, you've got your secondary bedroom. So as I said, this is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. Again, really tall ceilings, nice natural light here. And then you step out, and then this is right where the bathroom is. So it's a full bathroom, decent tile work. Love the cabinetry. And then you could step right over here. And so these 2 bedrooms share this bath. And one of the cool things about these 60-foot plans, and this is why I wanted to show you, is you, even on a 1-story, don't skimp out and lose this flex media game room, whatever you want to call it. It's a nice flex bedroom. And you've got the really nice
French doors here. I've seen barn doors put here before. So there's a couple different options there, but they have this outfitted as a media room, and it's really off of, you know, your open concept space here, and so it's really easy to use. But look at these massive ceilings. I love it. A lot of their plans will have the cathedral style ceiling as well. So just down there is going to be another bedroom I'll show you in a second, but just kind of take all this in. Very open concept, tons of natural light, obviously. I love it. So let's go down there and check that bedroom out. All right, so on the way to this bedroom here, you've got this really nice utility. Obviously you don't have to go that tall, but these tall things actually help you with loading and everything like that. But yeah, pretty decent size utility room. I like the tile they use there. It's kind of in right now. You've got this nice little deep linen closet. And then a pretty good sized room. And this one has the ensuite, so it's going to be really ideal for your guests. And I love this penny tile. It's a little busy, but it's really, really pretty. You've got a nice quartz style countertop here, and then you've got a shower in here. And on this one, they continued that penny tile down there, which is nice. And then you've got the tile all the way up, which is really nice. And then you've got your closet in here, which is decent. Could be bigger, but it's not bad. All right, so let's go back out and check out in depth what this dining room and living room is all about. So again, love the tall ceilings. You've got cabinets going all the way up, so that is an upgrade. Got your fridge, double mounted oven with your microwave right here. Nice quartz countertops, open concept in the living room area. You've got a 5-burner stove here with a hood just above it. You're gonna have a decent sized pantry here. This is where they put all their floor plans and paraphernalia. But I mean, look how many different floor plans they have. All of these are different floor plans in this product. So if you get into the 2 stories, you can get into over 4,000 square feet. You got your open dining over here, kind of the breakfast nook with your formal dining over there. And again, really tasteful upgrades going all the way up to the ceiling with your tile there, a nice floating mounted mantle. And I like the pendants hanging right there. And then of course you have this massive sliding glass door, so you can open that all the way there and open this up. And this is a reserve style lot, so this is what it's all about in the Woodland Hills, y'all, is you get these gorgeous views. So we'll take you outside here in a minute, but now let's check out this master. All right, so going into the master, I really like this. It's just kind of like off the beaten path of the kitchen on your way into the master, but you have this coffee bar. Of course, they upgraded it a bit, but this is gonna be here no matter what. You could probably do some different things with that space, whether it be like a closet or something like that, but I like it. Now, those cathedral style ceilings I was talking about, they went all out in this bedroom here. You've got the beams up here, which is a really nice touch with the chandelier. You've got the wood look tile kind of continuing out into the master with a rug here. And their bathrooms are always really tasteful. So you've got the standalone tub. This is probably where the toilet's at. I like the extra light, and I like how it's frosted for that privacy. So you kind of have the best of both worlds here. His and her sinks. Love it. And then you've got a pretty decent sized closet. Definitely seen some plans. Here's the husband's closet. I don't know where. Here's the wife, mother's closet, right? Oh, I take that back. Here you go. Here's the his closet. Pretty decent size. I could definitely fit my stuff in there. Extra linen closet here. And then you have your wife's closet. All right, that type of stuff saves marriages. I'm a true believer of 2 closets. Love the subway tile here. It's got a really cool ribbed texture to it. And I like the bench and of course the glass right there, really nice. So now let's go check out outside. All right. So I'm not gonna open this thing all the way up just because it's freezing outside and I don't wanna do that, cool this house down, but they went with an upgraded tile out here. This is probably an extended patio. You've got a massive, really tall, probably 15 plus foot ceilings here. Really decent sized patio. And you got some good elevation out here and you're looking, this is what we call a reserve lot. So it's just, you get to look at the trees and there's no back neighbors. So this would be a lot premium, of course, but it's beautiful. All brick, no hardy plank. Get over here so you can see the full elevation. Sorry for the sun. I love just all the windows. It's got a very modern look with the painted brick. Nice landscaping package here. But this is my favorite, that reserve lot. You can't beat it. It's worth the premium, y'all, when we can find them and get them. Subject to availability, I will disclaim or disclose. Let's get back inside because it's freezing.
All right, so just to kind of wrap this up as a total review and spotlight on Perry, I think I've kind of gone over everything from what differentiates them from other builders, what they're capitalizing in, and what they're known for, right? They have this really timeless, elegant look with some modern, contemporary, looks to it now, but also some traditional elements that they're capitalizing on and kind of keeping even in the times of this modern, contemporary, popular look. And so you could really get both. If you definitely build from the ground up, you can get whatever you want. You can have these elevations that look super modern as well as these more traditional style looking homes. But at the end of the day, they're pretty good at capitalizing at this timeless look. They have really good curb appeal. And so overall, I would give them like an 8 out of 10. They're more towards the luxury side in terms of building if we're talking about production style homes. Now, if we get into custom homes, they could be way better and much nicer. But in terms of a production like track home, where they're just building a bunch of these, I would say they're more towards that higher end because while they are never the cheapest home in the neighborhood, the standards at which you get for the home is decent. So you're gonna see wood look tile floors, decent countertops, quartz and granite options, higher ceilings, lots of natural light, tankless water heaters, things of that nature that really kind of help set them apart. And so maybe you don't have to go as crazy in the design center and upgrade every little thing with this builder if you were to build. They do offer the opportunity to build from the dirt builds, ground up, pick a lot, pick your plan and build. But they also do a lot of inventory where you get more bang for your buck, and they build some of the more popular plans on standard lots with just what's in right now and what people are looking for. So you can kind of go either way with Perry, but they always have options. I do notice that they're pretty reputable, and these master plan communities only invite the most reputable builders out there. And I think it's worth noting that I do notice Perry, not only in almost every master plan community I go to, they're an option, at least here in Houston, but also they usually have multiple product sizes. Like in this neighborhood I'm in right now with Woodland Hills, they have 3 products. And I can't say that for every builder. Most have 1, maybe 2 different size products you can build from. So yeah, they're very reputable, and I think you are going to find them just exclusively in these higher end master plan communities, chock full of amenities, and are in just nice up and coming suburb locations. With all that said, yeah, I would say Perry's a decent builder. So if you are looking to build or you are looking for new inventory and you're a new inventory construction home and you're in the Houston markets, you should definitely check them out. They have a really good look and a lot of different options, and they kind of range from the mid 3s all the way to the 800 plus. So you can kind of find just about everything depending on what you're looking for. So yeah, if you are kind of interested in what your new construction options are, you can check out this video here where I go over your basic 3 new construction opportunities out here in the Houston markets. But if you're on the fence about moving to Houston as a whole, check this video out here. I'm gonna go through the top 6 reasons on why North Houston's the best. I'm a little biased, I'm from the area, but this video will explain why, hands down, North Houston is the best area to locate. So until I see you guys, I'll see you on the next video.